Hello again, friends. Welcome back to twitch.tv/TrooperBerry, and welcome back to more of The Long Dark in our continuing effort to die as slowly as possible on Misery. We're hanging in there. Like 91% condition. Considering we've been down to 12% twice, and we're still kicking, going on day 17. That's not bad. So, we have the suite of things we need. We have the hammer, we have the hacksaw, two in fact. We have our bedroll, and we have a bunch of saplings down, and we have metal ready for forging. Now, normally this would be the time when we go to a forge. The question is, which one? Now, we're in camp office. Spence's is right next door. It would make a lot of sense. Here's what gives me pause. I want to see if, because my concern is we press on, the visibility is bad. We end up getting lost somewhere out in the fog on the ice, and we got to stop a bunch of times, start fires, etc., and so forth. So here's what I want to do. We're going to, well, I'm going to do a quick little inventory management first. We're definitely going to go to Poachers. We're going to stop and warm up there because we are almost we're probably going to be cold before we even leave Mystery Lake. But we'll stop at Poachers, and then we'll see what's what. If conditions are amenable, we go to Spence's. If not, we leave the heavy stuff at Poachers, and we're going to go to Broken Railroad, and we're going to see if we can grab some of the resources there, in particular, stims, because we haven't had one for a while. There should be one at the lodge, one in the ravine, and if we're lucky, one at the maintenance yard. But we'll play however the game presents itself to us. Let's go. All right. Yeah, food-wise, we're not great, but we have enough cattails to keep us going for now. We're gonna abandon the Bannock economy here real quick. Okay. Yeah, because I want to stay as mobile as possible. So I'm actually going to leave the revolver books are burning books. We're going to go one for burning, one for reading, and eventual burning. This is all fine. We do have we have 3 full-size teas, if and when we need. Clothing is okay. We got tea and coffee. We have these teas as well. Yeah, but I want to save these for when we sleep, just because we've got that stupid we have the stupid one where we get less condition recovery. What is it? Yeah, haunted mind. We only recover half as much condition. I have 13 metal on me. We'll find some on the way. See if I ditch one of these. See, scrapping them, it takes an hour, but it gives us 3 metal, and that'll be surely we'll find 3 metal on the way. Okay. Oh, right. I wanted to do just one more quick whip around. Just to make F's. Aha! Also, free whetstone, but I knew there'd be a mag lens in here somewhere. Yeah, I don't care if it makes us burned again. Okay, that's good. Not that matches are a big concern, but at least this way, we'll have the option to do some mag lens fires, slow as they are. Okay, that is, let's see, yes, negative 25 out of the wind. That is far from ideal. But that also tells us, yeah, that's also basically locking in that Spence's is not for us right now. How are we for sticks? 5. Honestly, that's enough. I just want to get enough going to warm up our teas. What do we? Oh yeah, well yeah, we'll drink the rosehip tea to start because that's just there for, yeah, and we'll save the other teas for when we need to recover. Okay. Now, if I was intelligent, I would have dropped these beforehand, but, well, you know. Okay, and that'll just do the trick. Now, how are we on torches? I got 1, 2, 3, 4. That is not ideal. I would prefer at least a couple more, but... Well, here, you... No... Yeah, I'm not sure we can make it out and back. Just grab some sticks before the fire goes out. Yeah, I did grab those. Can't break those down without having to start a new fire. Yeah, see, that was half our time right there. Okay, well, you know what? We'll just deal. We just need to remember to pick up sticks as we go. Yeah, we'll break that down. I don't know why I have that hook on me, but I do. Okay, good. Grab, 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 grab. Right, let's go. Hang on. Bedroll, hammer, okay. I was about to be a little concerned, but no, we're all right. Yeah, and I do know, yeah, as I mentioned when we first got to camp office, there are moose rubbings about, which tells me that Chungus can spawn somewhere around here. Doesn't mean it will, but it can. Let's see. Now, the fact that we drew, or rolled, or whatever, yeah, Frigid Bones and Haunted Mind as our first 2 afflictions is... I don't know if it's worst case, but I can't think of it being much... What could be worse? I mean... You know, the fact that we don't have whatever it is, arthritic joints or what have you, at least it gives us our mobility for longer. And sour stomach means we can actually just not have to fuss over what we eat and how much. But basically, yeah, between the nerfed recovery while sleeping and the additional cold, or like our base temperature being colder and taking longer to warm up, basically means we need to treat. Basically, we have to approach this like we're doing no-goa. We're not officially. We can recover health. It's just going to be real slow, and we can't necessarily rely on the game to give us much help in that regard. Okay, that was a little risky, but we're going to need those rose hips, I'm sure. Okay, so we actually made it out without getting totally frozen. That's better than I expected. What are we going to drink next? Got to do it soon. We're going to run out of our buff, and our teas are going to get cold. Grab something. Grab something. There. Now, that was an herbal. I did say I want to save that herbal, but the improved rest buff, it'll remain until we sleep. So there is that. Okay. I'll run a little bit. But we do need to keep an eye out for unfriendlies. Because we know Kool-Aid Bear likes to run around here, and bears have been insinuating themselves in our path with frustrating regularity. Okay, probably don't need to be grabbing all these cattail heads. Yep. Please do not do that. Please do not. Thank you. Hey, Zert, welcome in. Appreciate the watch streak. Hope your weekend's going all right. Torch. Where are my torches? We're doing okay. We're just plugging away here. And we do have visibility now. I could be persuaded to try for Spence's, but we got to warm up first. Okay, Kool-Aid Bear is over there. We love to see it. Yeah, we're just getting going here. Got a we've got what we need to forge, and we're like 2 weeks in, so probably sooner rather than later. We're just gonna stop and warm up and see if the game wants to play nice. Ugh. 6%, no thank you. I think we're on day... I think we just hit 7. Oh, wow, another hacksaw. Wow, I'll leave that. Actually, tell you what I might do. We'll just swap out our crappy hacksaw. And we'll take this one. Haha! Antibiotics, love it. Actually, let me check. Yeah. Just hit day 18. Excited to watch some tennis with that. Oh, nice. All right, yeah, let's get a fire going here. You got anyone particular you're watching? It looks like Yannick Sinner is the man at the moment. Although the Americans are they're defying the stereotypes of Americans on clay and actually doing themselves reasonably proud. I did pick up a couple coal here. We'll put one in. Yeah, that'll be enough. No, okay, hey, that's fine too. Watching as a neutral is certainly an option as well. Okay, feels like 8. That's probably okay. We'll grab more cattails along the way. I think, I hope. We better. Or else that dog food waiting expenses better be in good condition. No Americans really like. Maybe someone will catch. Okay, that's fair. All right, you go ahead and make that. You give me a halfie, and then let's warm up the other teas. Actually, let me take that. I'll move those there. I might go and make. Well, no. Well, I might make a coffee, but then not necessarily use it. You like ego? Okay. It is nice when you have at least one person you hope does well. I guess I will grab that, even if we're unlikely to go get it. All right, you're fine. You're fine. Quick. I do see those cattails out there, but we're still cold. I'll get you traded off you a second pair of undies. Bad news here in transfer pass. Well, hey, at least the offer's on the table. That's an improvement in itself. Okay, rose hip tea ready to go. Drop you. Yes, let's just make me a single coffee. So what is the going rate for a pair of underwear in the Great Bear economy? Okay, note to self, we need more torches. I'm just going to dash out real quick, grab those cattails. Because if we have an extended forging session ahead of us, we're going to need them. You do have cured meats waiting for coastal. Okay. That's a pleasant thing to have there. Okay. Okay, I think there's the bear. So real quick. I would like to be gone before he comes by. Not much. 10 harvestable plants and fish. Okay. That's not terrible. Well, okay, I did say I wanted him to. I wanted to get going, but we are nowhere near warm. All right, you know what? I can't stay here forever. $10. Okay, guys, I'm more roasted for your pemmican. Oh yeah, there is that. Although, well, yeah, if memory serves, rose hips are actually remarkably abundant in Transfer Pass. Where there are a lot of hips. Um, if you can do the climb, um, make like you're going to Sundered Pass, but don't leave Transfer. Just take that that zigzaggedy path to where the actual Sundered Pass exit is. There's a bunch of rose hips and rose hip climbs there. You can gather those without actually having to leave the zone and then expose yourself to Sundered Pass and all of its wonders. Okay, that's fine. I've got 17 sticks and 19 coal. We'll get more of both on the way. These are fine. That's fine, I guess. 30 cattails. That'll keep us going for a while. Fresh hacksaw. Yeah, so if we break down those tools, we'll have the 18 metal we need, and we have cloth aplenty. Good, 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 good. Yeah, there's that. I think there's a decent number of rose hips. Like, if you go into the airfield, if you only go as far as like Wheelie's Turn or Junker's Paddock at the worst, you probably get a good number of them. Clear Cut in Mystery Lake. I imagine there's a decent number. I don't know if I can give you don't know about specifics. Um, oh, you're heading back to Coastal anyway. Okay. I was thinking Milton, maybe. Um. Oh, so if you're in Transfer Pass and you're heading back to Coastal, if you can afford a side jag, take that path in Broken Railroad that goes, the one that's leading away from the hunting lodge, the one that wraps around, goes across the rickety bridge, and then you is a climbing point down right by the maintenance yard. That path there should have a number as well as a memento cache with 4 cured birch if you're in the market for those. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna grab those. Torch. And we just grab all the torches we can. Okay, there we go. The way. Yeah, and part of the reason I know that is because, well, one, because I did Faithful Cartographer, but also, if you do find yourself with cabin fever and Broken Railroad, and you're at the hunting lodge, that cave that's right across the log bridge, that's a good place to burn off cabin fever. Okay, we grab, we drink. We exit carefully because we don't know who's ootin' a boot. All right, let's go. And I'm going to have to fight the wind as we do it. I'm also going to have to fight my instinct to grab more cattails. Actually, the bear's right heckin' there. See the cabin fever bug? Is that the thing where you can instantly lose cabin fever if you walk into the back of a cave? I've heard of that. I don't know if I've ever actually managed to pull that off myself, which is annoying because that sounds very useful. Yeah, no, I've only ever burned off my cabin fever in the legit way, unfortunately. Okay, no, let's go with it. No, we need to be moving away from the bear. You've done it a couple times? Okay, well, I'm glad it worked for you. But yeah, that's one particular exploit I have not managed to turn to my benefit just yet. One day. Fucking... Really don't want to deal with you right now. But of course, the wind is basically bending us backwards if we don't. And it's going to blow out my torch. And it's going to run past me. It's going to be big fucking annoying. Moving. Okay, we keep the tracks and the power lines within sight. Okay, that is the high blind? Yes. Okay, and there's the dock. Can I get across here? Not like that. No, you fucking... Just fucking drink something. Well, we're going to need that condition restoration anyway, so what the hell? Okay. Now, yeah, I can see where we need to go. We've got to cut back across here. Fucking... Why does this need to be... Why you do like this? I just fucking... See, I know we're slow, but we're not arthritic slow. No, there's only like a 5-foot corridor throughout the entire zone you can walk on without putting your life in danger. Okay, there's the little shack. That should have some more metal as well. We could stop and warm up. I probably should, but I think we're. Oh wait, no. There we go. We'll get to the shack. We'll use the fire barrel. That way our fire will be a little bit more protected. So is that a wolf I see? Nope, that was a rock. Okay. Easy does it. Not the biggest fan of running on low calories, but our hand is rather being forced by, all the things. Okay, 2 more over there. Means there are probably going to be 3 parked in front of Spence's. That was rude. Okay, but we have fire barrel. We are out of the wind. Let's do this. Actually, can we? Hey, yeah, we can mag lens. Let's do it. I mean, I don't know why I would do that when I already have a lit torch, but you know what? Here we are. It's the principle of the thing. You find a mag lens, the first thing you want to do is use it. It is a fact universally acknowledged that a survivor in possession of a mag lens will want mag lens fires. Or something. Okay, you do your thing. I'm going to grab this metal right quick. Just check the backpack. Kind of figured. Okay. We're warming up. Lovely. CJ, yeah. I would not be so bold as to call myself a Loper player, but I've seen enough Loper players do their thing to where I think I can grasp some of that instinct. Okay, that'll have to do. $39. Okay, 39 is not a lot. It's fewer than I would have hoped for coming to the muskeg, but it's something. Oh boy, that is a slow warming up. I can see our destination, but that doesn't mean we're going to be very warm when we get there. And we're being very protective of our condition. I've got 2 teas and 2 coffee. I don't want to do I don't want to use the tea because we're going to need the improved rest. We got that buff locked in. So What do we use? Do I make another coffee? Yeah, screw it. Are we for water? We're okay. We'll make more while we're there. Make me an coffee, please. Torches, how are we doing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, that's what I should have done instead of reading the damn book. I should have disassembled those tools. Ah, well. It's fine. Actually, how much metal do we have? We have 16. Okay, we find 2 metal between here and Spence's. We're Jim Dandy, and we don't have to... We can just drop the tools. That'd be nice, too. Okay, got that. Drink that nice sunset coffee. We grab and we go. I see those over there. We can grab them on the way back if we need to. And we probably will. But that's a later thing. For now, we need to get to the barn. Okay, you got anything? You have nothing. Okay, yeah, that's the other note that doesn't exist on Loper settings. Yeah, because that's the one where you get a free set of deer pants. Which would almost assuredly be too OP for what we're doing. Okay, I'm going to preemptively do this. Because I am expecting resistance. Alright. Right. No matter where we want to go, that's where the wind is blowing. Oh, am I going to go check for birch bark? I'm going to go check for birch bark. I feel like I have to. Wait. Is the wind in my face again? The wind is in my face again. It is done a 180. Because of course it has. All right. I have an birch bark. Oh. All right. Get in, get in, get in. Don't worry about that. Start the fire. Start the fire. We have the metal. Start the fire. Mag lens? No mag lens. Okay, never mind. Okay, we're here. And we haven't given back too much condition. That is a win of sorts. Awesome. That in. Put one of those in just to make sure we don't freeze as we do this. Right? Yes, that'll be fine. Sure. All right, let's consolidate our coal in one spot. We have 28. I think that's a pretty goodly number. Now we'll let that come up. And yeah, ideally, we use this firewood. And we get that as going as high as we can. 21%. Okay, 2 weeks in and it's already gone. How do you like that? Storm Lantern, we already have one. Could break that down for metal, though. Actually, that sounds like a pretty decent idea. Now, unfortunately, we're just going to be eating nothing but cattails for now, but that's all right. That's what we expected. And yeah, a little oil, too. That would be nice because I have that... What was it? That 0.0 liter container of... Yeah. It says it's empty, yet it still somehow weighs 0.11 kilograms. Not sure how that works. No. I'll take an hour. Remind. What do you have? Okay. Yeah. You're good. There we go. There we go. And now we have an accelerant worth if we need. And we have 19 metal. Because I was thinking we needed 18. Was it? Let me not go off the dome. Let me check. Yeah. 5 for the hatchet. 3 for the knife. And then that leaves 13. That's 20. No. 20, 26, yeah. Yeah, 1 gets you 2. So... And I have... Well, no, it's fine, it's fine. We have like 45 arrows worth of cured birch, but we don't have to use them all at once. Can I use stock bunkers of misery? I don't believe so. I'm pretty sure the bunkers on Misery are as empty as the ones on Loper. It would be nice. It would be a big improvement to our quality of life, but I'd be surprised if that was the case. Okay, got that. How long is that? That could take an hour and a half. For 2 cloth? I might just drop that. Oh, hello, Goofy. Thank you so much for the 2 years. But good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Can I get that? Yeah, let's grab that. Just need to be careful not to accidentally harvest the plank that leads up to the bed. I mean, we do have our bedroll, so it wouldn't be a complete disaster, just most of a disaster. All right, you are just under 10 hours. So I think what I'm going to do is, the game's only going to let us sleep 7, thanks to our haunted mind. And then we'll get down to business. Taking a break from learning Photoshop. Oh, nice. Has been so bad lessons are just long. Yeah. It is a pain, but, Photoshop is kind of an industry standard, so you gotta put up with it. But good. I'm glad your hasn't been bad, at least. You can find a pixel on the ground, but it's a pain. Yeah. But we'll be all sensible about it and such. Okay. Now, we got the calories, and we do have improved rest. Hour and a half or so, then you're pausing to do something, and then rewinding. Okay. Yeah. Nope. No Aurora. Ooh. Wow. That was not a whole lot of condition recovery, I gotta say. And what do you still have 6 hours? That's actually kind of perfect. So I think we can, let's go for 4. Make sure we're fully rested. You heard a rumor your uni isn't teaching Photoshop. Oh, wow. That would be surprising. Stick it in your hands and you bought a course. Okay. Well, good on you for showing initiative. Although, again, that would... I would find that surprising given how ubiquitous Photoshop is. And I highly doubt they're doing the whatever the open source replacement for Photoshop is instead. Oh, right. You know what? I should do this before I forget. Okay, the safe is still there. Whew, good. Almost got a little scared there. Okay, hello. Thank you. Give that about 42. Oh, call it 45. All right, 45. And about 35. Okay, 44. 44, 37. Beans and jeans? Gunpowder and jeans. Not even beans and jeans. Well, how do you like that? I don't know if it's true. Your person isn't that reliable, but you do know they're doing more AI. Boo. All right. Well, hey, if nothing else, you have. And if they are removing Photoshop, then that's one thing you can put on your CV that your classmates aren't going to have. So there you go. Okay, you have 4 hours. Let me not forget that. Okay, we're going to stop harvesting planks because we're getting dangerously close. There we go. Hey, hey, Maisie. Welcome. Good to see you. Hope you've been well. I hope everyone's weekend is going all right. And if you're the Americans have a good long weekend, and the British, if you're other folks, and if you're in Hong Kong, hope you're enjoying the weekend of the Buddha's birthday. I see the comments. Yeah, it was a community college in Arizona, Central Florida, Middle Tennessee State, and then was it they had Steve Wozniacki, who actually he got a standing ovation, and he said, like, told graduates, hey, you have the real AI, actual intelligence. It's the crowd liked that. I'm doing it's been a week. Yeah. It's been one of those weeks. There we go. We need to get, what do we need to get you to? 150. All right. I'll take just a minute. Yeah. So, the family call yesterday, which is why there was no stream on Saturday. Yeah, so we got confirmation. My uncle has died. We figured it was coming. It just, now it's official. Um, the funeral is going to be Tuesday. But yeah, I'm, I can't go. It's just simple as that. I looked at short-term airfare and it'll cost me like 3,000 USD, even if I could get the time off, and I cannot because we're already short-handed. So I will have to send my condolences from afar. You got Monday off? Yeah. Every day in a migraine. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Goofy. Amazing you slept 12 hours yesterday because you're that tired. Well, sucks that you're being worked that hard, but I'm glad you were able to rest that much. And hopefully that got your system reset a little bit. There we go. 160. That's what we need. Uh, okay. That's going to take 4 hours. That's going to take 3 hours. Are we? Okay, let's consume a few more cattails before we go. Do that. We're down to 20. Oh, I do not like. I needed the muskeg to give me so many cattails, and it is not. Okay. What day are we on? Day 19. Okay. So we basically have 10 days, 10 or 11 days before we get hit with sour stomach. Where's our cooking skill? 3 and a bit. Okay. Maybe there'll be a brief, glorious window where we can eat wolf meat and not be scared of it. It's the heat? Yeah, yeah. It is that time of year where tropical climes are going to be increasingly unbearable. All right. We'll get the long one out of the way first. There we go. We have a hatchet. Yay. Because I know we are in the part of the year where it's like 30 degrees, it's like upper 80s Fahrenheit, and then like 70 to 80% humidity every day. So I do feel your pain there. Okay. Now, knife. We already have a hatchet. Thank you. Gotta watch our calories closely. Lovely. Still foggy. Wow. You got 77 hours? Okay, you're fine. Oh yeah, now we can start making arrowheads and then start making water as we do. I was 95 yesterday, but you had the high humidity. Yeah, that is definitely a force multiplier. How used to the heat? I mean, as much as one can be, while also still being with it having like redundant layers of fat and fur. I mean, it's like locals struggle with it, so I don't. I am not built. I'm not built for hot weather, which sounds stupid because they keep moving to places where it's hot. What do we? Oh, right. Yeah, let's just have you make max water, and that's gonna take 2 hours. Let's do 2 rounds of arrowheads. We'll see whether that boils off or not. Nope. Nice. For me, yeah, and yeah, I mean, if you're, folks who play the long dark or enjoy the long dark, yeah, they're probably going to be more of a cold weather crowd. That's a pretty sturdy branch to go out on. Okay, 6.5. Yeah, let's just do that again. Max water. 2 rounds of arrowheads. That'd be one. That'd be 2, 4, 6, 8. Ah, there we go. There's the aurora we were expecting. Where you live has great weather. Last winter was cold, and it gets hot, but not too hot. Well, that's in Spain. That's something to appreciate. You hate cold weather. Well, again, you're and one, you play the long dark, and two, but again, you also grew up like in Jamaica and Florida. I think that's probably that. And if path dependence is anything, that probably has something to do with it as well. Okay. Okay, one more. There we go. Boom. You have 4 hours to go. How many arrows do we have? At 12. Let's see. 14. Let's see. So, no, you got 12 to 10. That's another 20. That's 22, excuse me, in total. Oh, thank you for the hydrate, Maisie. Appreciate that. Yeah, I did. I'm usually so locked in when it comes to misery that I will I get tunnel vision and ignore all of the things. Hmm. Just want to pop in. Okay, we'll appreciate you popping in, Maisie. Hope you have a great rest of your weekend, and yeah, and we'll catch you later. Okay. Deedly dee. 2 more. Yeah, let's keep going. Because, yeah, we need to plan on losing some arrows, because we're going to have, like, entry-level archery skill. And that means we are going to have to deal with arrow thieves. Oh, watch the calories. I didn't even put on water. Okay, well, boo. That round was just a brain fart all around. Also, we should probably consider moving on, because we're almost out of food. Or is okay? Well, see, the thing is, Goofy, we're gonna need to hunt because food is gonna be a problem. Okay. One more. Yeah, one more. At the very least, we're gonna. Yeah, we're gonna need to like hunt deer and rabbits, and be able to defend ourselves against wolves because, well, God knows there's a lot of them. I mean, bringing down a moose would be absolutely epic, but I don't know how much we can rely on that. Okay, you got that. Cattail a day. I think we're gonna need a little bit more than that. Where'd those jeans go? Okay, that'll take 30 minutes. There we go. Fire hardened arrows. I mean, for ptarmigans and rabbits, sure, but I don't. I don't know that we can sustain ourselves off of those for any meaningful length of time. Okay. And we forged through the night. Well, that's fine. I really don't want to be giving away fatigue damage either, so let's go ahead and let's. Do we have enough fire? We do, just. So let's sleep for the full 7. Ah, let's not. There. You know, it's not that I'm not a fan. It's just we're gonna need more calories than Bun Buns and Bok Boks can provide. So we need look at right now we have 8 cattails left. That ain't gonna sustain us for long. So we need to shit or get off the pot. All right. It is just past noon. We're only halfway rested. I smashed that. Right, accelerant. I remember there being something under there. Of course, as I do that, the fog clears. Okay, I need to pause for a second. We're down to the last of our food. I really don't want to lose well fed. What we're going to do, I'm going to leave, yeah, I'll leave the hammer at the forge. That has served its purpose. Let's make for Broken Railroad. That we know at the very least there should be a box of crackers in the maintenance yard. And there'll be cattails on the pond behind the maintenance yard, and then we can check the hunting lodge. Should be something. And um if we're lucky, there will be a stem in the yard. Maybe if we're really feeling brave, we can go down into the ravine. But there'll be, well, there'll be a stem, maybe even coffee. Ooh, coffee. That actually sounds like not a bad idea. We're just going to get heckin' cold as we do it. Okay, do we have everything we need from here? I believe so. I know the bunker's up there. There's the rosehip plant, but we really can't hang about. We just be going up and back. We'll go this way. We'll go past the busted radio tower. Make sure we have torches. Coal wise, we are lacking. Let's fix that. 1, 2. There. We'll leave that. Water-wise, I have 3 3/4 liters. Teas. What can I make? I have a birch. I have a tea. I do have a coffee in our arsenal. Gonna be the last of our coffee, but what's there for? If not to be used. Torch-wise, we're actually kind of okay. Oh, I can leave these. Oh, and I said I was going to leave the hammer. Let's leave the hammer. That'll help. Hacksaw comes with. Pry bar comes with. We're going to need that. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 torches plus flares. It's, you know what? It's good enough. My heart kind of hurts leaving 5 hours of fire behind, but hey, you know what? This is the business we've chosen. Okay, you're good. You're good. 2 minutes. Okay. Grab. Take a big old sip of coffee. Let's go. Oh yes, let's do a check for birch bark before we go. just in case, the game would be the game would be lavishing us with good graces if it was to give us a single piece of birch bark. So naturally, it does not. Anywho's will be. Okay, yeah, so. Yeah, we'll grab some sticks as we go. Excuse me. Oh, right, we should see some. Yeah, there are mushrooms up around here, right? Pretty sure. I know there's mushrooms off that way toward the Bleak Inlet cave. Wouldn't be my first choice of destinations, but maybe when we're a little bit more settled, maybe we can roam a bit more. Ooh, I do see all that burdock. Oh, good gravy, this takes forever. Here's a question. Do you turn that into tea or into snacks? I don't actually have a good answer for that. Because we need calories now, but my memory, especially of our previous mystery run, we were getting absolutely destroyed by food poisoning. Which is part of what ended our run. So I don't know. I might have to think on that. Fresh birch now. We have 15. We have at least 15 birch saplings. I don't know that's a pressing pickup. We're gonna run out of life before we run out of the need for birch saplings. I feel. Plus, if we really, really, really need them, we do have the ones waiting for us in Broken Railroad. Yeah, believe that. Remember, Wolfie's up here. I do see Bun Buns, but we know the local Bun Buns don't have the best survival skills. Ooh, shroomies though. Yes, please. There we go. Okay, there is that memento cache by the stone arch, but it's gonna have like accelerant and a can of dog food. Which, I mean, calories are calories, but oh geez, hello, birch spawn. Psh. Not the kind of birch spawn I was hoping for, but I will bear you in mind if you are needed in the future. How are we for stickage? Okay, 27 is good. Let's stop. Okay, so we are a torture. Well, no, yeah, we're on the cusp of 2 down arrows. Yeah, it's a balmy -15. Wow. And what does that tell us? It tells us that means this right here is travel time also. Did I not? I didn't warm up that. Oh no, are all of our teas already cold? Our teas are already cold. Okay, that explains that. I was gonna say I warmed up that herbal tea, didn't I? I was pretty sure I did. Okay, see Doggo having itself a snack right there. Uh, Probably snacking on a ptarmigan, so I am happy to just let it do its thing. Wait, and one of them's just running in place. What? Oh, it's chasing after a dead ptarmigan. All right, well you have fun with that, pal. And I guess it must be done because now it wants seconds. Well, don't be greedy. Okay, check. Make sure coast is clear. Tis. There we go. Nope, we are not wind blocked. You know what? Let's just zone in here. Then we'll do it. Because you know the game's going to want to change the wind direction anyway once we go in here.